Hey guys, welcome back to Wasteland Games. I got my Starcraft project on the go here. Um, Starfinder, Starcraft. Hey guys, welcome back to Legendary Games. I got my Stargrave ship here on the go, and I'm deciding to work on it a little bit more today. So this is build day, basically. Got a few things I want to start adding to it on the workbench here. So just grabbing some pieces of things that I've just been sort of collecting and I need to really kind of get rid of. So I've got some sprues here. Let's set this thing aside while I work on it. So I've got a sprue here from Space Marines with a door on it. So I don't know. I'm going to see if I can incorporate that somewhere on the model itself. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just going to put it in the background here, basically. I do have some idea. I need to consolidate some stuff here. So I've got an old German Pack 40. Let's see if there's anything good in here. Maybe not. Sorry, I'm going to do this better on camera. So something like this could look kind of cool inside of maybe somewhere. You know what? We're gonna take this piece, since I'm not using it. I'm gonna throw it over there. You know what? Maybe I will use the other ones, and I'll just kind of glue it on it. Let's see what else can we find here that will work nicely. Yeah, I need to consolidate all my bits, so I think I'll just put those guys aside. I also have a helicopter full model. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to actually take some of the parts off of this and bother using it for the... I was thinking about using I think there's a seat in this kit, and I wanted to build like a cockpit inside here, but now I'm thinking I could probably just use something else to make it. But yeah, there's a full-on... I mean, mind you want to make sure that this looks like it's a 28mm seat, and that is not a 28mm seat. So obviously it's a 1/72 seat, and so is a helicopter itself. So I think, and yeah, this is all complete. So I haven't done anything with this model yet, and I plan to, so or at some point. So I think it'd be a shame to go ahead and wreck that. So we're gonna set that aside here, and I'm just kind of just going through a bunch of bits here. See what I got. These are definitely smaller in scale, so that might work for one of the car projects. This guy right here. So kind of using that for that project. We're gonna set that aside, and then yeah, I managed to find all my stuff in the last little while. I had sort of a big kind of reorg, and managed to put away a lot of things. So anyways, so I've got here a full on basically this is the Space Marine pre-Harrison Land Raider that I've had for years, and whoops, got that far with it. So there's a lot of stuff in there. It's all resin. I actually had a guy ask me if I 3D printed these things. It's like, what? So anyways, I still have like a whole bunch of Space Marine items. I actually have a full kit here. I should just sell these things. I mean, really. But what I'm going to do, what I'm thinking about doing is maybe using some of these parts, unless I need it, for the tank, or as an attractive sort of selling point for the tank itself. Actually, I did have it up for sale once. So, anyways, I got a full sort of Space Marine motor here. I mean, this could be something good for maybe like a war rig or something. I think this would look a little weird on a spaceship, but something like this would be kind of cool, actually, inside there. So that might work, maybe. It's got like sort of a dual purpose for it. And then we got these doors here that are kind of neat. So we're gonna, yeah. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and all my clippers are missing. Let's just cut it out. See what we can do with it. I'm not looking for a perfection here, so I'm just gonna take them off. This could be sort of a good loading door or something like that, but this thing already has a lot of very much useful parts. So, you know, we're gonna set that aside, throw it back in the box, and then you know what? Let's just go ahead and use this door. I mean, I know it's got some Space Marine. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna actually just clip it and I'll just put it back in the box here. Yeah, I got way too much stuff. But that's part of the game, right? So I'm gonna take these bits off. There's some of that, and I'll just take this. Whoop! I'll just take that off as well. And there's some like these were like hinge pieces, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna take those off as well. And the sprues are useful for like extra parts. I mean, especially for cars and things like that, you can use some of these for like making rails and stuff like that on the sides. And I've done it in the past. So it's like don't waste anything almost. But then again, if you have a wife like mine who says like you got way too much stuff, you know, it's always a good idea to get rid of stuff as well. It would just make them happy, right? So we got some more parts here. And then I was thinking about actually using some of these las guns on it. Oh, actually, these portals would be way better. But I don't know. I don't know if this is the right ship for that. Because there's no real part. Like, I want to fill these in. And then, I don't know, maybe if it was a smaller door. But then again, like, it has to be the size of the miniatures. So, I'm not too sure about that. But I think the guns would look kind of cool. So, you know, and they're not really doing anything. So let's actually take those out. And then we're going to put them here. I'm going to see if I have some plastic. Oh, I do have some cement. Yeah. I do have some cement, so we're okay. I don't know if I need this piece. These are cool. I remember making like a robot or something with this thing. I might actually use that for something. Do I need more than one gun? I'm thinking about just having just a couple on the front here. What's that going to look like? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I need the turret. Maybe I could put the turret on the top and not worry about it being like this. Maybe have it up here or something like that. Or I know that this makes some noise. So I don't know. So anyways, we got two guns there. Or maybe I could just do two guns in the front. And then maybe one up top or something like that. And one in the back. I don't know. Maybe that's too many. Anyways, we're going to just sort of figure that out shortly. But and then this could be something too, maybe. Because I know I want to keep this. Well, I want to close this part. I want to make sure that this can still work. I'm wondering if that will do anything here. I don't know, that looks kind of good. The idea is just get as much stuff with like textures and things like that look kind of spacey and, you know, put it on the model itself. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to incorporate all this stuff if I can. Yeah. I'm actually doing this while I've got a work conference call going on at the same time that I'm not listening to. So, anyways, let's see here. I should probably go back to it. It's just in a part that I don't need to be in right now, so that's okay. So I got the guns here. I'm just going to take everything off this one. Whoops, without breaking it. Okay. Yeah, let's just get rid of some of this stuff. The other thing was the original parts for from the toy itself. I kind of wanted to sort of reintegrate some of these things back in place. So might do that. And then there's also, yeah, I need to get some, I have some card filler that I'm going to put in there, I think. Glue that in. I don't know about these other parts, but they don't really kind of work with the overall theme anymore, but some of these things might. I don't know yet. Anyways, let's get some gluing going here. And what the heck is this thing? Oh yeah, this is part of this gun thing here. Yeah, let's get some gluing going here and see what we can do. All right, so I got, let's start off with the guns here. I got a couple glued together. I think we're just going to make it sort of a simplified build here. So I got some of this, actually I'll show you in a second here. I found my cement. Crazy glue is actually probably the best, but couldn't find that right now. Hopefully this is going to stay. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work very well. Crazy glue, where are you? Okay, I may have to use some hot glue actually for this. So anyways, I'm using the Tamiya cement. But it's actually better for, and it really smells strong. It's actually better for gluing model parts together, but not so much with this glossy toy finish. So give me 1 second here, and I'll get that hot glue together. All right. So while I'm waiting for my hot glue to warm up a bit, I'm going to go ahead and try and fill in some of the side pieces here with just some cardstock from Transformers, the card game. So actually this side is a little bit glossy. This is more matte. This stuff paints okay. I mean, when you're actually using it. Question is, can I get it in there? That's what she said. Okay, so let's do, I don't know, maybe I could just make a small cut, just cut it in two maybe. I'm trying to visualize it here. Might be easier just to kind of make it into a longer strip and then I don't know. Let's see. The idea is to try to do this as sort of cheap as you possibly can. I mean, that seems to fit well all the way down there. So, yeah, you know, we're just gonna put some glue on this. You know what I should have done is outlined it with some pencil, or a pen would work actually, and then that way I know where to put the glue exactly. So here, let's just do it like this, perfectly there, and we're gonna do it like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, and then that way I know exactly where I can put some glue, and that should be good. So let's see what I can do with that right now. I'm not gonna use a lot of glue. This stuff stinks. So let's see here. I don't know, maybe this is not even the right glue I should be using. Crazy glue would just probably be the best thing, but and it's actually absorbing it like right into the paper and therefore not doing a thing. So, yeah, I can't even. Okay, so bad idea. So I'm gonna end up just crazy gluing these in as well, or not crazy gluing them, but hot gluing them inside in a moment here. I'm getting that done. Might as well, while I'm at it, do the other side and get that sort of lined up as well. Wow, that glue actually hurts the eyeballs. I think I'm gonna have to stop using it for the rest of the day because I'm gonna get so many complaints about it that you guys are gonna hear about it in the next video probably. No, I'm just kidding around. All right, so we're gonna just glue these things in place. Remember which side is which, and get the guns on. All right, so yeah, so right now I'm actually working on gluing some of the extra parts that came over from the original toy model. I've added them to the back end of the ship. So I thought this was a little too wide. As so I get the lighting better here. Hold on. See if you can see that. Can you see it? There we go. So now it will look like that on the inside. Once it's all painted, it should have a little bit of texture. But yeah, I'm just hot gluing these in place. And then so far, yep, I've got the guns on, and I've added some little bits in all over different spots here. The gluing of the panels didn't work out very, very well, so I added some. There was a little bit of glue showing, so I added one of these from the German sprue, the German Pack 40 gun. It's actually like a wheel. So I added it to that, and I'm just going to keep sort of adding on bits right now. You know, whenever you're taking apart toys, it's always good to keep everything. I just disassembled this little spring mechanism from the original gun, and there's a lot of, like, I don't know, interesting sort of useful bits here. So I was trying to figure out, like, can I actually use the springs on this? Maybe not. Maybe I could just keep these for like a separate car build or something, but... Or actually, now that I think about it, probably best to not take these off and use it as a mount, kind of. But like I can glue this. Imagine without the spring, just using it as some sort of little thing on the ship itself. But I don't know. I might hold off on that for now and see if there's some other interesting parts that I can use. Because and actually, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to put here. Because I do want to have the ability to press these areas. And actually this one, I think it works. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think it actually does something. So I need to be able to still... All right, stop showing off. Anyways, I'm going to figure out what to maybe glue directly to that so that I can just kind of do it from up here and kind of take it from there. So, yeah, I might actually find the original part that was there and just kind of glue it on it and then just have the button up here, and then I can just kind of demonstrate the sound effects that this thing can make. So, anyways, let's keep going. All right, so I came up with a solution for the buttons up here. I decided to grab just this little piece of plastic from the original toy and kind of glued it in place. And then I added the German little wheel on the top here. I kind of want to just be able to put my finger in here. So if I can hit the button here, there, and then also, oh shit, didn't think about that. Hold on. It needs to be higher. I gotta take this off. Ah, darn it. Okay. That didn't work according to plan, but yeah, so it needs to be a little bigger, or a little longer, I should say, than that. So give me a moment to think of something else. Okay, so I've decided that I hated that idea. This thing was going to be sort of way too high, way too toy looking. So decided to get rid of it. And then this thing, I actually kind of want to keep it somehow, but I want the cockpit to go all the way up. And if I keep sort of blocking it, so I didn't think it was going to look any good. So I wanted to keep the cockpit to function as it's supposed to and go all the way up and not just like stop a little bit midway. So I'm going to end up just cutting this off and then trying to figure out a way to fill this in, and then I should be able to get to these buttons with my finger as normal. Probably should just kept the camera going, but anyways, one good thing about building a spaceship and using, you don't have to really worry about keeping it pretty. Just cut it off, and once you paint it, you're not going to really see the damage there. But now that I've got it like this, I want to see if I can reincorporate this piece back in the way it was before. See, I got a lot of glue and crap in there, so if I can remove that, I think I actually put this piece in place in the first place. But if I can get the glue out of here, maybe I can, let's just see if it go the other way. I wonder if I can actually get it to go back in place. And then the cockpit, yeah, see, it gets stuck a bit. So either I sand it or I live with it. I kind of want that back in there because it will look really much cleaner. So what I'm thinking of doing now is I'm going to try cleaning it up. And then if not, there might be a way to sand that down or clip off whatever is preventing it from going all the way up. All right, so I got the front all sorted out. I ended up just getting rid of that whole setup there, and I actually cut off the piece that I cut off here. I actually glued it in place there, and it allows me to open up the entire cockpit the way I want it. I wanted to mess around actually building a chair and sort of a cockpit of sorts, so having a 28mm driver potentially being able to sit there. I'm not going to model it in, but it kind of gives you an idea. So I ended up clipping off the part that was here. I couldn't get this, I don't know, I had a couple of other ideas for a chair, and I ended up just taking this piece of yellow plastic that came on the model originally, and I ended up just taking off the part that was sticking out here, like this piece that was over here, and then I glued the chair to that, and then I just took the other part and put it at the bottom. I still wanted to have the sort of the idea that when this opens, some of the crew can actually leave this way as well as in the back here. So if I could find that, there we go. So, sort of the general ideas that you're able to leave at the back. But, I want the pilot to be able to get out as well. So I may still glue something in the front here for him, or her, I guess, in a moment. Maybe add some more details in here. But what I want to start doing right now is I'm going to add just start roughing it up a little bit. Otherwise it's going to look too much like a brand new ship. But yeah, I'm going to start sort of adding some pieces onto the engines here, and then see where other details can go without going too crazy on this thing. But it's starting to look pretty good, so I'm quite enjoying it right now. All right, so I got a lot done. Oh, you just got that on camera. I grabbed the hot glue gun. Ouch. Just not a good idea. Note to self for the younger kids out there: don't do that. Yeah, so it's the third time I've burned myself since I've been working on this. Anyways, I gotta be a little bit more careful next time in terms of what I'm doing. So yeah, it's getting there. I'm not gonna put too many like scrap pieces of sort of paper. I kind of want it to look like they're pretty good pilots. But they've actually done a little bit of repairs. But But what I thought about doing is actually just taking a bunch of like some of the sprues here, sprue parts, and kind of just make some like really weird like pieces, almost like plumbing, I guess, for the model, and just kind of glue it in some parts, you know, some pieces here and there. Like take, for example, you know, just part of the sprue and just kind of find like a spot for it, you know, make it look like a, I don't know, some kind of a detailed item on it. I mean, when you paint it, you're not going to really know, or I guess when I paint it, you know, you're not really going to know where it kind of came from originally. So the problem with putting something kind of flat on a round surface though is a little tricky. So I may end up just kind of putting it on, you know, somewhere else here. But that's kind of what I want to do right now, is kind of figure out what I can do to make it look pretty cool. See, I mean, already there's like some little designs and things like that on it. So I thought, well, if I put, you know, some more, I mean, it would look kind of neat once it starts getting painted. So yeah, I'm just going to mess around and, you know, see what I can do. Definitely there should be a lot more detail in the tail area here too. Actually, that doesn't look too good at all. So maybe I'll just get a bunch of bits and throw it on there, and then once I get that all done, I mean, it should look good when it's painted. So anyways, I think, you know what, we're going to wrap up this video. I'm just going to keep going here, and then stay tuned for the next one where I'm actually going to have it primed and start painting it and weathering it and stuff like that. So making it look really friggin' cool to the best of my ability, without going too crazy. But yeah, let's see what we can do with this thing.